Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Sunday morning, and I'm recording this from our beach house in Gearhart. And it's a beautiful sunny morning here, and we're looking like having some sunshine the rest of this week, which is really nice in this gloomy period. Also, Oregon stats, as far as our numbers here with coronavirus, are really good comparatively. And as of this morning, numbers from New York City are offering some hope that the apex may be, if not reached, very close. We'll see. But the purpose of this video is to give you some numbers, tell you what's happened, reflect on the past 7 days, and give you some insights from my experience of 26 plus years in the industry, and also things I've gleaned from other experts. So first of all, let's look at the numbers. From RMLS last week, we had 697, nearly 700 new listings. We had 171 come back on the market, and a very healthy 437 pendings, and so 19 bumpables. That's where the sale has been agreed to, conditional on something else selling. So that's a total of 446 pending transactions. And then we had 622 listings close. And so this is a healthy lot of numbers. You can see there's lots of activity. Obviously, big changes and in the way we're conducting business, but that's the numbers. So let's have a look at some of the questions, and the big question is, how has the housing market been affected by the correction in the stock market? Big correction. We've had big corrections before. So how is this going to affect us? Well, first of all, most people equate this correction and this problem with the last 2007, 2008 housing crisis, where we saw the stock market crash, the financial system founder, and then dramatic effects on the housing industry. The thing is, and what I'm going to go over now is three differences. I'm going to give you some facts, and hopefully you understand the differences between 2007, 2008 and now. So first of all, we would more likely equate the current situation with what happened on 9/11. We had fear, angst, and anxiety among the general public. People avoided crowds when they believed another terrorist attack was coming, and there was pressures on the airline industry, hospitality, restaurants, entertainment. Similar, but different, of course. So let's look at that and how that affected. We had a huge correction, and the industries suffered like they are now, but home appreciation still continued. We didn't have a market crash. So we do have a recession. By definition of a recession, we're in a recession, but it doesn't equate to a housing crisis. Let's look why. And this is a quote from Bill McBride: "With the sudden economic stop and with many states shutting down by closing schools, bars and restaurants, his view is that we'll see a sharp decline in Q2. But let's look at some Goldman Sachs forecast. They've forecasted a big rebound in the third quarter. When we bring this under control, which hopefully won't be too long, we know that we're going to get a big rebound. My wife won't let me cut her hair. She's going to go out to a hairdresser's as soon as she's able. She's going to get a pedicure. we're going to be yearning to go to a restaurant. We're going to want to go to our sports activities. That's going to happen. Not saying people aren't having severe problems. Some people are having severe problems, and of course, health problems, God forbid. But we are going to rebound. So here's a quote from Wells Fargo. Don't expect a repeat of the severe recession of 2008, 2009, because the virus and oil shocks are not endemic to the financial system, but are rather external. So this is a big difference. And let's have a look at the past 5 recessions. And aside from the housing crisis in 2008, we've actually seen appreciations. The housing market has actually benefited during these recessions. So recession doesn't equal a housing crisis. And another question we're getting is, will we see a rise in foreclosures? Let's have a look at home equity. In 2007, 2008, we had people could very easily get finance. You could just breathe on a mirror, you could refinance, and a lot of people were using their home equity as an ATM machine. We had $824 billion of equity that was cashed out. But now, you see over the past 3 years, we've dramatically decreased. It's a lot harder to get, there's a lot more financial controls, and we have a huge drop of equity that's being cashed out. We have over 50% of the people that have mortgages have over 50% of equity in their homes. So huge difference. People have reserves in their home. They're not in danger of foreclosure and losing, having to sell their homes and have negative equity like the horrible situation in 2008. Also, we'll look at repayments that people are making as a percentage of income. This is a graph over the past couple of years, and we see huge drop in the percentage of income that are going out in payments. And now you couple that with what the big moves that the government is making to shore up the economy. We have a completely different situation. In summary, keep calm, fight stress. I recognize that many people are stressed through a situation. What I find it's good to read inspirational, motivational books and articles. And here's an article about stress, and it's called Stress. It's this Harvard Business Review article. Stress, and a colleague pointed this out to me. Stress can be a good thing if you know how to use it. It sounds weird, but it's all about embracing stress, recognizing it, acknowledging it, and turning it into a good. Stress can bolster our energy and determination. And anyway, have a look at that, and keep fit, safe, be careful, and good health.